Welcome to a Be a Better Trader campaign 2016-2017 iVSAChart. Good morning, my name is Marina and I'm an iVSA coach. This morning I'd like to talk to you all about the some of our iVSA charts, our signals to enter, to exit, how to run our profits, and also a little bit about the CI. So let's start and just take a brief look at the CI, and I'll bring up the chart now. Okay, our CI is at, yesterday it closed at about 1630. Okay, this morning our CI is hovering around 1628, 1629, around there, so it's going sideways. Earlier there was a up move when OPEC said that they would cut the oil production, and then and then now it's come down and it's hovering around here. The oil, talk about the oil cut from OPEC is a bit dampened now because Libya has decided that they want to increase the output. Okay, so what I see is our CI may just go sideways, and hopefully at the end of the year it can close around 1650, 1660, which was the closing last year. It's just a few days left, so we'll have to see. It either goes sideways or will go up a bit. Okay, that's about it for the CI. So now let me just switch off this pen. Everything you need to know is right there in front of you. That is a quote from Jesse Livermore. Jesse Livermore was a very famous stock trader in the early 1900s. He was also known as the boy plunger or the great bear of Wall Street, probably because he always makes his money shorting the market. So everything you need to know is right there in front of you. Let's look at the next chart and we can see what is right in front of us. The next chart I am going to talk about is Hibiscus Petroleum. I'm sure for the past few weeks or a month or so, Hibiscus has been in the limelight, and everybody would be trying to jump into Hibiscus now that it's going up. But in iVSA, we already had our signal around this time, which is third week of October. And in iVSA, we have these signals. The red one is called sign of weakness, and the green ones are sign of strength. There is sign of strength here where the smart money, in iVSA, we follow the smart money and we trade whatever they want to push up, and we get out just before they dump the stock. So in iVSA, we have screeners and we have all these signals that will help you to identify these stocks so that you can follow them and get in with them just as they make the first move and get out when they are about to dump. So they pushed it up here. Later, the next slide, I will show you how long that they have been accumulating, and our members will have a signal to get in here. We have special trigger points for our members, and they will know exactly when to get in, or not at all if it doesn't trigger. And from that day until yesterday, there's already a 50% profit for this stock, which is about 2 months. Now today, I think for the live price, it's come down a little bit. So it could go sideways, and with this Libya increasing their production and the oil, at the moment ding-donging, it could come down. So, but for 50% for 2 months, don't you think that that's very good profit? You know, you in this market to get 50% in 2 months, I think it's fantastic. So there's no way that you can always squeeze your profits all the way up to 100%. If you're lucky, you could get one of those stocks, which we got last year, Intel. But as I said, at the moment, 50% is very good. I'll go to the next slide and show you how long the smart money has been accumulating. Okay, this is the 1-year chart of Hibiscus. So you can see the smart money has been accumulating here. How do we know they're accumulating? The volumes are very low, okay? When they accumulate on very low volumes, bit by bit by bit, okay? Just waiting for the time when the oil market internationally goes up, they will start pushing, because they will know a lot of people will be interested then. So that's what they did. They pushed up. And like I said, up till now, maybe it might go sideways, or that's the end of the move for Hibiscus. Whatever it is, that we don't know. We have an inbuilt, what we call an ATR stop loss, that lets us trail our profit. So that is it for Hibiscus. Our ATR stop loss is on the left window here. We click on it. We click on the ATR stop loss, and then we update our chart. And hold on a minute. Let me update it now with the ATR stop loss. So you see this line at the top here. This is the ATR stop loss. So you just follow the ATR stop loss until the prices close below it, and then we have instructions for our members to exit. In the meantime, we also have instructions for them to take profit at certain points, so it will not be a losing trade. You will be covered. Okay, we can go on to the next stock now. The next one that I like to highlight is, okay, we have this stock, Boustead Holdings. Okay. Boustead Holdings was one of the stocks picked during our weekly webinar. For our members, we have a weekly webinar every week conducted by our founder, Martin Wong, where he will pick stocks with the best potential of making a good trade. So this stock was picked on the 7th of December during our weekly webinar, and that is the point you see here. There is a lot of sign of strength. First, we go back here. You see there is one clump or one cluster of sign of weakness here, where the smart money is pushing down and testing for supply. You see the low volume here again, same as just now, Hibiscus. When they are collecting and testing for supply, the volume is very low because they don't want to make a lot of noise and show, you know, a lot of spikes in volume. They just want to do it quietly. So after this cluster of sign of weaknesses, they've tested and there's not much selling here anymore. You can see the support here, the support line here. The price is not going down anymore. They start to push it up already. They push it up a bit and then they come down and they test again a second time for supply, and then they come back to exactly the same support here at this level, and henceforth after this just one more sign of weakness here, and then the rest is all the way. These green arrows up are signs of strength. Signs of strength. So when they start to push up, and this is the entry point for our members here during the weekly webinar, the stock pick, the volume is picking up. So from then until now, which is just 9 trading days, you know, not quite 2 weeks of trading days, because one week of trading days is five bars. So up to 9 bars, there's already a 20% profit for our members. And I won't click the ATR again because we've shown it just now. Follow the ATR and this trade is still going on. So the exit only comes after the stock prices close below the ATR point and we have the signal to get out. So this is Boustead, and with iVSA, you can see that it's very easy. We have a screener that helps you to screen out all these stocks, even by yourself. You can find these stocks. Every night you can go to the iVSA screener and screen these stocks out of the 1,000 over stocks that you get on the KLSE. So for you to find these stocks on your own, you probably be chasing like, oh, which sector is strong at the moment, and you know, top volume, top gainer, you know. I think if you want to trade holistically and you want to be profitable in the long term, you have to have a system. You just can't go around chasing like that. And iVSA has a very good system with an edge for you to be able to trade and become profitable over a course of, say, 30 to 40 trades a year, because some will be losers and some will be winners. But as long as your winners are bigger than your losers, you will make money. And iVSA has a system that helps you to run your profit. And we have trainers, coaches, and our founder, Martin, who will guide you to run your profits. With that, I want to go on to the next slide. Okay. Now, don't worry about what the markets are going to do. Worry about what you're going to do in response to the markets. That is another quote from Jesse Livermore, the famous trader from the early 1900s. He lived at the same time as Richard Wyckoff, who is the founder of volume analysis, trading with volume and price, which is very important, because if you do not look at the volume, you wouldn't know what is happening. Price alone does not tell you much. Volume is like the petrol in the car. When you're going uphill, you need to press on the accelerator, you need petrol. And that's the same thing with volume. So if you do not know how to read volume, you will not know what the smart money is doing with the stock. To learn it with a naked chart, you can, but it takes many years to learn that. So with iVSA, we have already done the shortcut. All the signals are there in place, and you just have to click on the screeners, and if there's a signal, you will go into the stock, and if there is no signal, you do not. Besides just the green and red arrows, we also have guidelines as to whether that particular stock coming out in the screener for that night is going to be a potentially better stock than the others on the list. You can contact our sales support, WhatsApp, the contact number is here, or you can also email sales@ivsachart.com if you would like to ask any questions about our iVSA chart.
Next week.
Okay, so next week, please come again, and we will be having another campaign. Then I'll see you next week. Thank you for joining us.